Good evening. My name is Sharita Davis, and I have just completed the self assessment for leaders, um, which includes becoming an instructional leader and the look forward to align with continuum for instructional leadership practices. This self assessment and reflecting has helped me identify areas of growth as well as areas that my school is already proficient in. Um, I did notice that one area of growth, particularly needed in my school, is analyzing effectively student data and how to utilize that data to be able to drive student achievement, especially as it relates to remediation and acceleration of students in order to move the needle. That is something that we have already began to take a closer look at in our school. However, some of those things are not still fully refined. Aligned with that, I also noticed that to support that work, we need more refined processes and protocols put in place in my school um, in order to support the work during collaborative planning meetings. For instance, we need norms, we need which processes and protocols are going to be in place for analyzing student work and analyzing student assessment data, and then which policies and procedures are we going to use to help support the planning piece in order to get to differentiating for each individual student's needs. Additionally, I noticed some areas of strength in our school. We definitely are moving in the right direction as it relates to high impact teacher strategies. Our teachers are extremely effective in instructional practices with rigor. We do a lot of small group instruction. We are a hands-on project-based learning school. We utilize the engineering and design process through STEM and IB. And so, as it relates to the instructional practices, teachers are very strong. I feel like as leaders, and I'm the assistant principal in the building, we could do more to support their work. Um, as it relates to a collaborative culture and climate, I think that we can do more to create a safe environment evidenced by respect and communication, and so that teachers feel heard. And that's just from my check-ins with individual teachers and doing surveys at the end of the year. I think often our leadership thinks that we're allowing opportunities for teachers to feel heard, but if their feedback and their voice isn't always, it's not evidence in those practices when they are actually having opportunities to speak. We do have a leadership team in place. We have leaders represented. But again, I think that we could do a better job of fostering a safe environment evidenced by trust, respect, and communication, and making sure teachers have a voice. Um, that is the only way that we can ensure that they feel supported by leadership, and that we need to do a better job of providing clear communication regarding the vision and expectations of the school on a consistent basis. And when we're making decisions to impact and transform the instructional environment to improve student achievement, we definitely are missing that one piece where it's allowing teachers to understand and staff to understand why we're making those decisions and not just implementing the decision making. All in all, when I went to reflect for priorities, areas of growth, and behaviors to strengthen, again, I did focus on leaders developing teacher capacity to regularly use assessment data to identify strengths and area of improvement, so that data is used to determine the level of student mastery, to differentiate instruction, providing interventions, and create acceleration strategies for students showing mastery. And the leader develops, supports, and monitors professional learning communities through grade level content collaborative teams. We have the teams, but just making sure structures are in place to support collaboration. Teachers, the impact of those improvements can mean teachers can effectively, again, analyze a variety of assessment data and identify student masteries, identify student misconceptions, and develop implementation of remediation and acceleration plans, which again will lead directly to student improvement. And then teachers' PLCs can run efficiently and with fidelity. And some of the direct behaviors to complete and strengthen the instructional leader knowledge and skills would be to provide and set up opportunities for teachers to create and analyze formative and summative assessment data with protected time. Support teachers during the collaborative planning weekly data talks and help facilitate that process and model what it looks like. Continue to support our academic coaches and supporting teachers with that analyzing data, and then monitoring, supporting the progress of implementation during weekly collaborative planning meetings. Once we have outlined processes, we create norms, we have set schedules and meeting agendas, and then in the classroom, ensuring that everything that is done in collaborative planning is brought to fruition in the instructional learning environment. Thank you.